Alright, so this was around 7th grade. We were on a field trip or a study tour, as my school calls it, to make it sound more academic and appealing to the parents, as if it makes a difference. It's basically the same as calling rap poetry. This trip was to a former site to a refugee camp, which was near the ocean, so naturally, the school had planned to visit a beach after the camp. But there were rumors of them being unsure of actually going to one, and held it off till the moment. Yeah, it was some nice management. Everyone, even the teachers, wanted to go to this private beach, which was well kept. I mean, you'd think a private school would go for a private beach, but due to time constraints, or so what was said, school management decided on a public beach. Yeah, don't know about that one, Chief. Now, before the trip, my mom told me not to swim because she didn't want me to get stung by a jellyfish. Yeah, she pulled out her foresight right here. Now, during this time in my life, I wasn't that social, and the fact that I was in a new school didn't help at all. No, nothing interesting happened at the camp. We just saw some old buildings, most were run down, and there was this old graveyard, but there was really nothing interesting. Anyways, when we were at the beach, I mostly walked along the shore and I ended up sitting on the sand with my waves rushing to my feet. I ended up talking to a classmate who sat beside me, who we'll call Alex, who's one of my closest friends to this day. We talked about anime for some time, Naruto in particular. Thing is though, he was one of the cool kids, so when his other friends who were swimming asked him to join, he dipped. Literally. I sat there for a couple of minutes, just watching them swim, and I eventually got bored and thought, I'll just take a short dip. I brought some spare clothes anyways. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? And I swear on me mom that I was only deep enough where the water was only reaching my thighs. And that's when it happened. To this day, I still don't know what kind of a jellyfish it was, but it wasn't that deadly. I mean, clearly. The stinging sensation was there, but honestly though, why me? Out of everybody here, why me? I have classmates that are literally submerged and floating, and I'm barely that deep in. So I limped out of the water and I checked my right foot. It was pretty red around the ankle, and there was this long, translucent string stuck around it. It was actually a tentacle, but oh man, my dummy adolescent brain thought it was a piece of barbed wire, which came out of nowhere. My panicked brain was trying to put two and two together, and my brain went to, well, a refugee camp since I just went there. That was the first thing that came up to my head. After a while, I just decided to pull that tentacle right off my foot and I just threw it in the water. I'm pretty sure what I did was dangerous and I wouldn't advise it, so I just sat there and I rinsed the spot with some salt water from the ocean. I was so confused as to what I should do since the stinging sensation wouldn't go away. And in the best possible time, or worst, Alex came back and asked me if I'm fine. Great friend, by the way. He realized I was looking very distressed, and this is when you should say something, but no. Oh, I'm good. So he took my word for it and left to take a shower. When he left, it gave me the idea to go there and pour some water on it, since universally, water makes anything good. I found this out later that it just made it worse, so spreading the toxin, so don't do it. Oh, and the shower stalls weren't free. You had to pay them. I didn't. Okay, don't judge me. I was under the pressure of toxins, okay? I just left without saying anything. And mind you, I did this like back and forth multiple times because the stinging sensation was, coming back all the time. And looking back, I'm pretty surprised how I wasn't caught. On the last time I went, a bunch of people were like crowded on the side of this gazebo, so I limped my way there and to check it out. It turned out one of my seniors got stung as well in the leg. He was crying. Wimp. So I told my homeroom teacher who was right there, taking care of him. And I said, I got stung too. I'm pretty sure he was confused as to why this new kid is just casually saying this. He looked at my leg and the redness spread all the way up to my calf. He knew I wasn't lying. He asked why I didn't tell the teachers, and my dummy response, whilst being surrounded by a bunch of people, was a shrug. And what comes next is any good jellyfish cure/myth. One of my teachers got to pee on my leg from a bottle. It was pee in a bottle, and it was all over my leg. The principal gave me some painkillers and the sensation was pretty much gone afterwards. When we were packing up from the beach, the principal gave me a pep talk to be more responsive, which I just nodded to. And this trip back to school was hours away, and we had to take the bus back. I fell asleep from the meds on the way back, and for a moment, I forgot I had toxins coursing through my foot. I eventually got back home and I told my parents. Their response was pretty much an "I told you so." Moral of the story? Just freaking talk. I'm pretty sure Tabs' video says a lot. Okay, so first video. Yay. I'm making this post roll at like 3 a.m. in the morning. I was planning on making this for like a very long time and I just procrastinated way too much. Anyways, hope this has any entertainment value. So yeah, bye bye.